Ollie know the Bitcoin story of yours? It's one of the most gripping stories I've ever been told. Where Brooks,
it's like people won't. I mean, you can't make this shit up. I honestly, people won't believe it when I say it, and I wish it wasn't true myself. But, yeah. So in 2012,
2012, Ollie.
in 2012, I had this friend. He's a super big tech guy, and I was selling. I was selling paintings. I was in art school at Micah in Baltimore at the time, and I was selling paintings to people. And I had this show and sold like a really big painting to somebody. And but he was a friend, and so he convinced me. He's like, "Bro, just come on. Let me give you Bitcoin for it." And I was like, "Bitcoin? What the fuck is that?" And he's like, "So just trust me, dude. It's gonna be worth it." Then he explained to me what it was. I didn't get it, but I was like, I would have just given him the painting, honestly. Sure. So I was like, "Okay, sure, fine. I'll take your Bitcoin." I get it. I got the
How many did he give you?
200.
I thought it was 10.
No.
200 Bitcoin?
It was an $8,000 painting. So I don't know what Bitcoin was worth in 2012.
We're going to pull up what's worth now. Ollie, how do you feel about this story?
The worst part about it is how I ended up losing it.
So how'd you lose it, Brooks?
Hold on. Let me adjust this mic. Matisse, I'm sorry.
Oh, I got the price for you too, Brooks. You're going to be very happy when you see the price.
So in 2012, right? Oh my God.
It would be worth today, if you still had this Bitcoin, which it seems you don't, the price would have been $13,781,390 for 200 Bitcoin today.
Jesse, can you help me with
13
I don't know
million
why I'm not doing this.
for 200 Bitcoin today. And the price of Bitcoin back then in 2012 must have been in the low hundreds.
Yeah,
it was because it was an $8,000 painting. I was like, I'll hook it up, because that's how much it was on sale at the show. Galleries take commission, so for him, I was gonna give it. I would have given it to him, and he's like, no, dude, trust me, like Bitcoin, it's worth it. He was just paying all of our friends. Like he would buy weed for my friend in Bitcoin, and then as soon as Bitcoin started to go up just a little bit, like my friend bought a couch with it. Like people didn't realize what was going to take place. But here's the tragedy of what took place with my Bitcoin. You see, I'm under the impression that, I have this digital wallet. Like if I lose the key code or whatever, I can just go onto email or something and like put in a password and be like, oh, I forgot I would be able to confirm my identity. Right. Yeah. And so I had my digital wallet. Or whatever. I still don't really understand how Bitcoin works, but I had my digital wallet, which had all that in it. And I didn't even think about it, really. And so I was in it. My girlfriend at the time, and I didn't even really cheat on her. I was talking to this girl that
you cheated on her. Come on.
The thing is, I was fucking this French girl, but she was in Paris at the time. And my girlfriend at the time saw some text messages that I don't consider to be cheating, but yeah, maybe she did. And essentially, she was like, I would slap you, but I don't even want to fucking touch you. How am I ever supposed to know that you're not going to be texting women left and right? I can't believe you. And I'm like, oh, how are you going to know I'm not going to be texting women? And I was up only the 5th floor when I lived back in Baltimore. I take my phone, and this was an impulsive moment. I chucked my phone out the window, smashed, completely destroyed.
$13 million out the window.
And at this point, I'm like, I didn't even think about it at all, obviously. And I didn't have a backup. And I've actually tried. I paid somebody to try to look into it to try to find it. But
smart.
I was like, I will give you a 10% commission.
Yes.
If you can find it.
Yeah, I mean, fucking a 50%
it's
commission.
It's literally impossible.
So
it's gone because I didn't even look for it until like 2016 maybe, or whenever my friend bought that couch and it was like going up a little bit. I was like, oh shit, it's
when he went to
now?
Ashley Furniture and he got a fucking ottoman, then you were like, oh man.
I was like, oh dude, I could really use some rent money.
But let's be honest, you would have sold it way long ago. You would have sold it like probably that day.
Easily.
You would have.
I forgot about it. To me, it was nothing. It was like
Brooks
like
would have gotten
like
a pizza, and he would have gotten like an antique Pac-Man video game to put in his den.
It would have been over. So
I don't like to think about this story though, because it would have definitely. It is very sad.
And back then, the wallets in 2012, I don't even think Coinbase existed. Maybe Ollie can confirm this. So it'd be one thing if it was on Coinbase. You probably could just call them and show them like ID and get it back. But it
I
was
don't know.
probably on the shadiest early
Yeah,
form wallet where it is just lost in fucking Satoshi Nakamoto's
Exactly.
locker.
It was my friend told me how to get the wallet. He like showed me how to set everything up, and I was like, okay. It was annoying to me at the
Yeah.
time because I'm like, bro, just take the painting. But he's like, no, man, like you need something for it. Like you deserve something for your art.
Yeah.
And so I was grateful, and I took the Bitcoin. Thought I was getting basically V-Bucks, you know, and there was nothing, and here we are.
13 million, Brooks. If you
You could have been like the Asian Facebook fucking the guy who painted the mural and he got like I don't know how many shares of Facebook and then he waited and I think he's got 200 million in the bank now.
Brooks, what would you do right now if you had $13 million? First of all, you'd probably go on a drug binge, unfortunately. That'd be step one.
Well,
100%.
yeah. Luckily, I have been for a month now. Pretty. I can't say completely sober because at the party I did have a couple of sucks of a Molly lollipop, which
Okay.
it tasted terrible, and it was. I shared it with Talia. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I've been good.
Yeah, $13
I'm
million
back-
would put an end to the sobriety streak real quick.
It would
though.
definitely put an end to it. That's for sure. But yeah, no,
It might end your marriage, unfortunately, too.
it would.
It
I
might
don't
turn
know.
into like a whoremongering drug use obsession.
I
in
mean, at
Vegas.
this point, because ever since I fell into a pretty dark state of mind when my grandpa died, and I just was not able to pick up a paintbrush. And I'm finally getting back into the swing of being able to do it. But Italia has just been bankrolling my whole life.
Mhm.
Like she is the breadwinner. I'm bringing absolutely nothing. So at this point, I owe her pretty much everything.
Mhm.
But maybe if Saltine came through with some of what he owes, But then again, I did do the whole make him because I knew Saltine was never gonna pay me that 1,500.
No.
So I made him throw up by doing that whole pack of Zins.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm never getting that money, so I might as well torture you one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that's what I did. I wanted to do something at least to feel like a little bit of satisfaction for the knowing that I would never get that 1,500.
I saw there were people commenting because that clip went sort of viral. And when clips go viral, you get people who have never heard of our channel commenting. And they're like, these guys are a bunch of bullies. With friends like these, who needs enemies? They made him do a bunch of chewing tobacco. And I was like, you fucking morons. It's an entertainment venue. So obviously there's going to be some jock bullying going on.
Yeah.
And he owes the guy 1,500 fucking bucks. And he gets a little nauseous. He gets a little sick to his stomach. And that makes fucking Brooks Hitler.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I've been called worse.
Yeah. Well, Brooks, that is a great story. I've told that story to a lot of people. I was telling them 10 Bitcoin, though, and it makes it much juicier to know it was 200 Bitcoin.
Well, dude. It's all right. Maybe one day there'll be some kind of technology that could help you
I'm
get it
really
back.
curious. How much was Bitcoin worth? Because it would be.
I don't even think it was worth 100 back then. I just looked. The graph, it doesn't even go back that far.
Yeah,
It-
so
I mean, it
was
might have
two-
been in the
it-
tens. Of
Yeah,
dollars.
no, because I think because
Can you look it up, Jesse? Bitcoin
Yeah,
price in 2012.
Bitcoin, it would be December because it was her birthday, or was it would be December. No, no, it would be
13.45.
February.
$13. So $13. Each Bitcoin used to be priced 13 when you received them. They're now priced about $68,000 each. So,
Oh my God.
Brooks, where would you immediately just go check into the Chateau Marmont and just fucking call every shady coke dealer you used to associate with 40 years ago? And would you get the fucking orgy club back in action? Remember when you used to fucking bang all those chicks?
Well, I still have my sex Discord, so the
Good to keep-
orgies.
you can't let it go completely
Well,
inactive.
no,
right,
but
Leo?
now it's more of like a me and Natalia together thing. But yeah, if I had that kind of money, I would I would die pretty imminently. I don't know how, but
I mean, you would just go out like
I would
fucking-
go out and
like Cobain, dude.
Yeah, I would go. That's why I think God has purposefully not allowed me to have that much money because,
Yeah.
I have very little self control, and I was like, I was this close to having like literally needing to check into rehab, and the only reason I didn't was because I wanted to like try to be able to get clean by our wedding anniversary, which just happened couple days ago with Natalia and
Congratulations,
her birthday. So yeah, we got engaged on this podcast. So
Hell yeah, man.
remember-
Wow.
Yeah. So thank you for that.
Applaud, you fucking Cold-hearted producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's why I used to never believe when they would say the people who won the lottery and won $60 million immediately went bankrupt, or when, a professional athlete, Adrian Peterson, makes $100 million in his career and now he's fucking filing for bankruptcy too. But the thing is, if you just have not learned the money habits, like Brooks, you don't have the money habits mastered yet.
I don't have a bank account anymore. It all goes to Italia. I have no money or access to it. It's for the best.
Yeah, so $13 million would probably not be handled too responsibly if Brooks had his claws on it. And I don't mean that as an anti-Jewish trope.
No, it's fine. I mean,
claws thing.
Yeah,
Claws
it's Baruch Hashem.
Yeah, but 13 million. Wow, it's fun to fantasize about that. Ollie, what do you think about that as a Bitcoiner yourself?
That's every Bitcoin. I mean, who wouldn't want that?
Yeah.
It's a shit ton of money.
Yeah. Do you worry about losing your keys, Ollie?
The Bitcoin?
Yeah.
I'm holding. I'll never sell it.
Losing your ability to access the biddy that you have.
No, my brother's real. He has like a ledger and shit.
Okay. You got under
Yeah,
him.
my brother's like really, really smart at that type of stuff.
Hell yeah. Financially responsible.
Yeah, you guys would definitely.
Yeah, no, you told me about him. I think I would. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's really cool.
Okay, cool. Well,
He
fuck
takes
yeah.
care of all the Bitcoin.
Takes care of it, feeds it.
Are
gives it
you?
water.